Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Rocket League Championship Series Season 3 World Championships. We are live from a sold-out Wiltern Theater in Los Angeles, California. 10 of the top teams in the world competing for the title of Rocket League World Champion and for a prize pool of $150,000. Thanks for being here. My name's Axel Tosh, joined at the desk Gibbs, James Bott, Yummy Cheese Man, and we've been building up to this moment all season long. I couldn't be any more excited. The crowd is electric. How you guys doing?
We have the best teams from the best regions.
The
best crowd. This crowd is really loud. Europe, you better pick it up next time.
Oh yeah, well, a lot of NA supporters, OCE supporters, EU supporters all coming out. This is the first World Championship that we've had Oceania here
nice.
to represent the Rocket League community. And Yummy, it's good to have you, man. Good to have you in Oceania.
It's good. It's been good to be here. It's a long way all the way from Sydney, especially for these teams, and it's going to be a great show for these guys.
3-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the guys, even though we're super hyped right now, it's just going to get even better as the weekend goes along. We're making history right now. So thank you so much for watching from all around the world and for making long trips to be here at the Wiltern here in Los Angeles. Special shout out Yummy Cheese Man coming all the way from Australia. Shogun's in the house coming all the way from Europe. We got Leaf and Lawler standing by. Just a great team around here to present you guys all these Rocket League games. Also, standing by on the stage right now, we have your host, and I'm going to throw to him right now. Take it away, Joey.
What's going on, guys? How you doing tonight? You guys sound incredible. What's going on, everyone? My name is Joey. I will be taking care of you guys from the stage front here at the Wiltern in Los Angeles, California. You guys look amazing. I hope you're all as hyped as I am. We're gonna have some crazy stuff going on. Today is just the first day and you guys are blowing my mind out here. So we're gonna definitely keep this energy up. Now, tonight we're gonna have 4 matchups for you guys. It's gonna be intense, it's gonna be crazy, and then later on we have a show match for you guys featuring Cosmic Aftershock, bringing it back. And so it's gonna be
Cosmic
Gibbs,
Aftershock.
I want to let you comment,
Savage.
Gibbs. Tell the audience about what's going on a little bit later.
Well, we're here to see good Rocket League, so we got to spice in a little bit of bad Rocket League, because Kronovi's playing, obviously, so that's a little bit of bad Rocket League here. So, just saying.
Dude.
He blasted me last time in LA.
You got to
so
play on his team, and you're bad mouthing him.
That's fine. I mean, wait for Sad Jr. Just wait for that.
Listen,
but,
just get Giblet up on stage. He'll do a better job than you, Gibbs.
All
but it should be a lot of fun.
Well, we're all looking forward to that. It's going to be at the end of the day today. But let's get into it, guys. This is the Rocket League Championship Series. It's the World Championships. Top 10 teams in the world. We have 4 teams from North America, 4 teams from Europe, and 2 teams from the OCE region. And we've had the entire season to get to this point. We started out with 8 teams in league play across each region, broke it down to 6 teams to go to the playoffs, down to 4 teams from North America, 4 teams from Europe to be here, and again, 2 teams from that OCE region. But let's take a look at the North America bracket. This is the bracket from the regional championships, where we went down from 6 to 4. NRG, Selfless, Denial, and Rogue making it through.
Kronovi, talking about Cosmic Game 7 Sad Jr. versus Kronovi, where Sad Jr. actually scored a Game 5 overtime goal where Sad Jr. mouse and keyboard. They wind up winning the series. Big upset there, the 60 coming in. Then, of course, the Dynasty team from North America, 3-time North America champions. We have Energy now with Garrett, and we'll see if they can actually beat Europe now. They're 0-4 against Europe, so that's the big question mark coming in.
A lot of eyes are going to be had so many games, matches go the distance, and a lot of awesome Rocket League.
Yeah, you see there's so title. And then they ultimately fell to Mocket Esports, who is your EU regional champion coming into this weekend.
Let's talk about the OCE region. Yummy Cheese Man, these guys are the newcomers to the RLCS, but they have a lot to prove here, and they're looking pretty good.
A very different format here for the Oceanic teams. They had a 4-team final, and it was on land. So Alpha and on the other side, Jam Gaming, a very different journey. Down early, reverse sweeping one more in overtime, going up against Sandcastle to game number 7 and making it all the way here.
What an incredible opportunity for these teams, Alpha Sydney and Jam Gaming, coming over from Australia, from that OCE region, trying to make a statement that they can play some Rocket League too. A lot of awesome action coming your way, and this brings us to a conversation about the bracket. We have, again, 10 of the top teams. Let's take a look how it's all going to play out. The first 2 matches from the day is going to be the early upper bracket. As you can see, double elimination. So if your favorite team falls early, do not fret, do not leave. We still want you to be here because they're going to have a second chance. But guys, this bracket is phenomenal.
We have 20 series to be played, which is why we need this 3rd day. Thanks, Yummy. But we have the 4 matchups here that you can already see. Rogue versus Leftovers, of course, the 2 OCE teams playing, and Flipside Tactics, the reigning world champions, trying to repeat as champions versus Selfless.
Yeah, and this is the story of this is region versus region. We've got OCE versus NA, OCE versus EU, and NA versus EU. We're going to get a real idea of how good these regions are compared to each other after today.
OCE get 2 extra games, so they get to make a little bit of extra experience out of this, because surely we're going to see the OCE final.
Well, we've seen how important momentum is from previous World Championships in the Rocket League Championship Series. So you joke, but maybe that's what the OCE region needs to really get some momentum under them. But by the end of Sunday, we're going to be crowning a world champion for Season 3. So these guys are playing for a lot. You got to imagine the pressure. We're at the Wiltern. It's sold out. You guys are awesome in the crowd. But there's also a fair amount of cash on the line. Let's take a look at the prize breakdown, because we have a $150,000 prize pool for these Rocket League players.
$55,000 for first place. Flipside Tactics walked away with it last time, and they are aiming for it once again.
But a guaranteed $5,000. Yeah, that's a lot of prize pool. That's a lot of prize pool. Even in the OCE region. Prize pool all the way across the bottom place still gets $5 grand.
It's the biggest prize pool OCE has ever seen, and every single win steps you up by a guaranteed at least 1,000, sometimes even more.
Yeah, what an opportunity for these teams to come here and potentially make a lot of money. So really excited to see how this all pans out. But guys, we talked about the region, we talked about the brackets. I want to talk to you guys. Who are your teams to watch over the weekend?
So I'm going to stick with North America. It's North America soil. They won last time. I am going with Rogue. They're coming in with a brand new name, thank God. We have Rogue coming in. We have Turtle, 3-time Landboy. The crowd is behind them as well. Sizz playing out of his mind, grinding this entire season. And then the runner-up for the MVP, Matt, who I said all the way back in Season 1 that he could be a top 5 player. He's shown it now.
Great storyline for Rogue. We'll see how they do in the tournament today. James, who's your team to watch?
So I'm going to go with the EU region. My team to watch is Northern Gaming. They're going to have to deal with a little bit of adversity now because they don't have Maestro. They're going to be using Turbo. You see him there in the middle. He's going to be coming in and trying to fit in that dynamic between Remco and Devo, who are 2 world-class players. In Turbo, we've seen him in Season 1 competing with Mocket. They went out in last place. Season 2, he played on Oh My Dog, scoring about half his team's goals. And in the regional championship, he did step up and perform. But the question is, can NG, with their new roster, perform this weekend when it matters most?
And Devo, pretty famous within the OC region, actually. I mean, Cheese Man, who's your team to watch?
I have to go with Alpha Sydney. A little bit of OC bias here to counteract NA, but Alpha Sydney, they're coming in for their 5th LAN performance. They have won 3 of them in the past, looking to prove themselves as far as they possibly can in their first run against NA and EU. And I'll tell you what, these boys are hungry.
I can't wait to see them play, and guess what? They're going to be in our first match of the day, and we are not that far away from starting off this tournament. So, the first match for you guys is Denial versus Alpha Sydney. It's going to be coming up momentarily, but first we had the chance to talk to a couple of the players on both these teams. Let's start with Lethamir from Denial.
My name is Traven Robitaille. My in-game name is Lethamir. I'm part of Denial Esports. We're seen as the underdogs in the RLCS, and so we want to prove people wrong as we're competing. The roles we play as a team very much involve rotation between the three of us. I'm more the midfield presence of the team. Sad Junior is the aggressor, and then Corrupted G is the, as we call it, the anchor of the team. In North America, our team is known to be quite a nuisance, as I would call it, in the midfield. Especially Corrupted G is really good at interfering plays. What we bring to the stage is a fast play style. We have a really good idea of where the play is going to go, and so we try to cut that off as soon as possible. And that can either be our strength or our weakness. Our team is most excited for having the Oceanic teams face us at the beginning. We're match one of the season, starting it off. And also for our team, two of our members, including myself, this is our first time in the land. Sad Junior is a veteran, he's been here for every season. So he's been a great help to help understand how the whole thing works. Coming into our Oceanic team is an interesting dynamic since we don't really know their play styles. We haven't played them before.
Had a chance, and we had a chance to sit down with Torsos. Let's see what he had to say.
I'm Torsos from Alpha Sydney, and I'm from Brisbane, Australia. Alpha Sydney formed basically through the ones ladder, where I took all my teammates' points, and then we basically just hit it off from there, and came fourth in our first tournament out of 4 teams. And really successful. Our original team name was Oceania Rocket League LOL, and we kind of changed it because it was a bit BM, but it's kind of true. Being the first keyboard player at RLCS is pretty great. I think everyone really underestimates the power of the keyboard, and it makes us really unpredictable. I didn't really expect, and no one would play keyboard when I got the game or anything. So now everyone kind of looks up to me, because who wouldn't want to play on a keyboard? Oh, it's amazing that Oceania was included in this season of RLCS. Gives the region a great chance to be proven. I think we can do it. The Oceanic community is really close, and it's really great. I don't know if the other regions really have the same level of friendship the teams in OC have. Representing Oceania is a really big deal to us, and we want to really portray the region as someone who can compete with the really great teams that are from EU. Being the underdogs is how we started the team, and coming into RLCS being underdogs favours us a little, because other teams might have nerves facing us, but we're just pretty relaxed. Think about there's no real pressure on us or anything. I think the other teams should really watch out. They could look silly after we get a few goals on them. Boot camping was really insightful to what we can expect from the other teams. The play style and dynamics are a lot different from OC. Everyone's a lot faster and cleaner. You have to actually work for goals instead of just getting a lot of free ones. I like to say to my friends back in OC that we really want to push the region internationally and really show we can compete.
Ladies and gentlemen, your #1 seed from the OCE region, give it up for Alpha Sydney!
And there he is, Corsus, sitting on the far left there, the only keyboard and player mouse here, and the first one in a world championship ever. So that's pretty incredible. And I actually had a chance to watch him play on mouse and keyboard, and he is gnarly. He can do tornado flicks on command.
Awesome. Can't wait to see him play. Again, this team coming from so far away, you got to wonder the pressure that is here. But honestly, Torsos looked pretty confident there in that interview. Love seeing that. But let's take a deeper look at this team, guys.
We do have the first player, Torsos, as we saw. On certain days, he can be the best performing player in all of Oceania, and he is great all over the pitch.
And then we have Drippe, the OCE MVP, played phenomenally all throughout the season until LAN, where he slipped up a bit.
Player on LAN, and Alpha Sydney right now looking to prove themselves. They're here, they're used to winning, they are the big fish in the small pond, and now they are in an ocean in compared to Oceania.
There they are on the stage, getting ready, getting suited up, starting their engines. Let's take a look at some stats, though, of a couple of these players. We're going to be comparing Drippe and Lethamir.
Oh, we're actually switching to Corrupted and Torsos. We just saw Torsos throwing a little shade at NA, just saying, we can't wait to play the good teams in the EU, and not even talking about North America. And then Corrupted G, the main offensive player for Denial with 0.8 goals, is really strong when they were the 7th highest scoring team.
When Corrupted G is scoring, Denial is winning. You see there, he is the main striker, like you said, but he needs Lethamir to help set him up. And then Sad Jr., he's gone out in the first round in both of these World Championships so far. Can he step up now with Corrupted G as the striker, and can they succeed?
All right, we're moments away from getting into the first match, ladies and gentlemen. But first, predictions. We get to discuss who we think is going to win. And we're going to start with Gibbs.
So we got Canada versus Australia, the 3rd and 4th countries ever to have a complete team. We had USA, and then we had Netherlands, the Flying Dutchman, all the way back in Season 1. But Denial in the scrims have not been looking that great. And Alpha Sydney has adapted over these 2 days of scrims really well. Every single pro is saying they have a chance here, and I think they can do it. I got Alpha Sydney. I got Alpha Sydney
in 5 games.
In 5 games. Sorry, Sam. I am going to give it to Alpha Sydney. I am a true believer now after watching them play.
Yeah, and I agree. I got to watch these guys play backstage with you, Gibbs, and they take games off of anyone. It doesn't matter. But on RLCS, going to be able to take it. over the OCE opponents, and it might go to Game 5.
Australia, we love it when the crowd's against us. We love being the underdogs, and that is going to work in Alpha Sydney's favor. I was originally going to predict a 3-1, but after that, I'm going the 3-0 for Alpha Sydney.
Oh, wow.
There it is, there it is. I guess it's up to me now, and I'm gonna try something. Yummy Cheese Man, bear with me here. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
I'm going with Alpha Sydney. I love the underdog story coming from all across the world to the World Tour in Los Angeles. It would be a super fun story to see them do well. I have them as my pick, but guys, we are moments away from getting into the match. Without any further ado, it's time to go down to the field. The World Championships of the Rocket League Championship Series is about to begin with Denial versus Alpha Sydney with the commentary. Wade Pung and Final Cut.
Thank you so much, Axel Toss. We have the first match of Season 3 World Championships here, Carpet, and it is Oceania, it is Australia versus Canada. We have a national pride on the line here, and we will finally find out. We've been arguing for weeks. Can Oceania hang with NA and EU? We're about to find out for certain.
So there's been a lot of controversy when you just cover it with the brand new region coming in OCE. Everyone just assumes, well, hey, they don't have the experience, there's no way. But if you've ever watched our lands, a lot more comes into play than just how you performed leading up to it. And generally, a lot of things, we get a lot of curveballs most of the time, to be honest, which is why I don't like making predictions. That's why I leave it up to the guys at the desk.
Who made a bold one just now? Alpha Sydney is the favorite of the analyst desk.
Comes down to when there's this much pressure on the line. A lot of times when you see a team fall, it's because one, maybe two players weren't playing up to par. Right now it comes to the fact of there's a lot of pressure on Denial. They said it themselves. They are the underdogs. They know they have to live up to these shoes that everyone's going to put them in as the 4th seed for North America. OCE, they said their pressure was making it here. They had all their pressure at their own land to try and make it to RLCS land. And now they're like, well, we're just here to play.
They're just here to play, and this is the flip side of Oceania. This is Oceania's champion, the best team they have ever had, and they have shown up here at the world stage to see if they can take on the other teams. And as you said, Denial is the team that many look at and say, you have G2's spot. They do not expect them to be here at all, so they're just counting their lucky stars. They got to be here by taking down, slaying the giant of G2, and so we will see, will Denial be able to take it? Will it be Canada, or will it be Australia?
There's a couple things to look forward to. 2, 3, 4, I don't really know. I'm just going to put up an abstract amount of fingers, figure it out. So you've got the fact that Drippe is the golden striker for OCE. You cannot forget that. The guy just destroyed constantly. So many goals for his entire team. Also, as an average, their team puts up 9.88 goals or shots per game. Now just think about that. That's nearly 10 shots per game they're putting up. That's not per series. So that means these players are just constant barrage, which means it's up to Denial to make sure they keep their rotations on defense tight. And without that, I would not be surprised if Alpha Sydney starts to really raise that score margin.
Alpha Sydney here to defend Australia. The Canadians in the blue and the Australians in the orange. We'll get the first game underway. Get up and get loud. It's game day at the World Championships for Season 3. It'll be Sad Jr. and Torsus going on kickoff. Corrupted G with an early shot towards the net. It goes straight in. Denial strikes first.
Well, the first goal of RLCS is going to be on a kickoff goal, something I'm a bit surprised to see, but Sad Jr. killed that beautifully. Corrupted took the risk. He went up for the cheat. He actually cheated really hard for that, but he was able to get that over a defender.
That is Denial on the board 3 seconds into our first game. Can they do it 2 times in a row? Lethimer with the shot, Torsus with the save. We're off to the races now. We got a ball game. Corrupted G with another opportunity to shoot. Torsus sends it over to the side. It'll be Lethimer up on the wall. Keeping the pressure on Denial with most of the ball control so far, and the game's only been 20 seconds. Now Drippe, first offensive for Australia. They have an opportunity. Torsus misses the shot, but Lethimer misses the clear as well. The ball will stay in the blue. And the pass from Chad to Leth. Now out to the side, it'll be Corrupted G on the wall to try and pinch it away. Drippe airborne first, he'll keep the pressure on here as Alpha Sydney looks to get their first goal, see if they can tie this game back up. Ball back down in the middle. Drippe into the blue. Torsus there to finish that one and send it back around. Leth out to Corrupted G. Can this one drop through? Lethimer trying to put it around the side now, back into the blue here. Sad Jr. with the clear. Drippe waiting at the midfield line. He'll meet up with that, but Lethimer there first, over the top. Torsus in the back. Going for the clear. Leth waited that out, got second touch. Now with 3:52 left to go. Still the 1-0 lead. After the early kickoff goal, things have settled in here. We're rotating pretty cleanly.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect them to try and just kind of tighten up. We almost saw that second kickoff goal. Could have been, but a shot from Jake, just a bit wide of the post. Will we see one more from Drippe, trying to pass that down?
It's bound the backboard.